What's going on, pickers and grinners? Tom here. Today we're looking at a riff that really changed how I viewed riff making and improved my playing so much. And it's one of those lesser known archives. It's like hidden in the bottom of the ocean in a treasure chest somewhere. A Blue Oyster Cult riff. Now, my little Blue Oyster Cult story, thought it was the best concert I'd ever seen back in 2018. I heard this riff and my jaw just hit the floor. What is that? What is that? And then I just had to learn it. And learning it was the hard part. But also the stuff you can do around the near open position. This is an F sharp chord right here. The riff's bass around. But I showed you some pretty funky ideas with that beat. So I just want to walk you through it. And maybe this will help you out with your playing too. So let's take a look. I love how it starts off. A lot of authority. Something that I can teach you in that intro is you don't have to do a lot of complicated things to make a riff start cool. Just come in it with some presence. Now this part right here, that fast part, will improve your picking and your finger ability quite quickly. Because we're just working around an F sharp chord here. Now this part is you want to fit any more notes in a single space? Buck Dharma. What a legend. And then you look at it in those videos and he's playing in Paris. Now, when he plays it in Paris, it's super fast, way faster than the record. But that fast walk up, you have to do some alternate picking and some barring with your third finger. So, and some pull-offs. But you're picking every note except for those pull-offs, and that's the part that's tricky. Watch my right hand as I do this. Look at that. There is no way you can hammer on that. Yeah, you might be able to cheat it, but it doesn't sound like the record. And then hopping from that F sharp to the A. I love how when he uses this F sharp root, he then makes his own lead out of it. Now, I like to throw in some stuff with this using some hybrid picking. So expanding your abilities into the hybrid picking world, just F sharp minor pentatonic. So you can throw in, throws in a nice bend right there. Little bend, release. Something to that effect. Playing a lead over your own riff. And I like to play around with hybrid picking it. I'm feeling a little bit sneaky. Or maybe a pinch harmonic. And that pinch harmonic, if you want to know how to get a good pinch harmonic technique, just hold that pick close as you can, to that thumb area. So I got almost no space breathing in there. And then the double stop technique, hybrid picking. Your third and fourth fingers here, or your second and third fingers. Now, where am I going with this? Yeah, this is a little bit of a tutorial, but I wanted to take this a little bit further. You can make some cool riffs around this F sharp bass, or just any bass in general, like chord here and your pentatonic. Buck Dharma plays his riff and he plays a solo within that riff while being around that F sharp chord. You see how I'm playing that chord? And then you can use hybrid picking to your advantage in this sense, that doubled notes, you can play all the way up the neck. Now, that sounded so cool. But these strings here, the F sharp chord, that's the power chord, and I'm hybrid picking the F sharp and the E and A strings. I'm just working my way up the pentatonic, so you've got the chord. You can also play So this where this really gets cool, because then all of a sudden you've got riff making. And that's just like coming up on the spot, fiddling around with these double notes. Ooh, out of tune. All you need to do to create that kind of lick is sit in pentatonic position 1, play some double stops, figure out which ones you like the best. The one I like the least is this one. Doesn't sound too good. The other ones sound great. And then you can just play around it. Another thing I like to throw in with this type of lick is these octaves. That's your power chord, but taking out the third finger and leave the pinky, or you can alternate that with third finger. See, I'm using picking the E and D string. Love that sound, the octaves. And then you can play around with some octaves. Now another part I really like, in some pentatonic soloing, you have this note right here, right off of that bendy G string, right here. Part of that bluesy type scale. You can use this to your advantage with double notes. And add some more flavor to your licks. So just playing around this one position, you've got so many options. And Buck Dharma showed me the way to that one, just playing around this F sharp. Just expanding upon that Buck Dharma lick really showed me a lot of cool techniques, and they're techniques that I think any guitar player needs to have in their arsenal if they want to get better. You got to be able to hybrid pick, and you've got to be able to work with double stops within hybrid picking. You see country pickers doing this all the time, and leveraging these notes to bend them. And the stuff just sounds cool when you do that. It's snappy, it's fun, and I'm working within the pentatonic scale, so it's not like you need a music theory degree to work around this. Just play around with the feel of these doubled notes and some of these techniques I'll show you, and your riff playing will improve greatly, and so will your ability. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in a future episode.